So I have a friend who recently broke up with his partner, and I was wondering how long should he wait before he kicks him out of the apartment?
You go on that.
That's a tricky one. And here's the thing, you know, there is no rules on how long somebody should stay. It really depends on what happened, because was the breakup because of cheating? Was it because if that's the case and it's really unhealthy, I think you need to get them out of there right away.
Right now.
Clearly.
Right.
But if not, and it's a situation where they need a place to live, and you can give them a little grace where it's not going to really be unhealthy and enmeshed and kind of crazy, then I think you can do that. But I think it all depends on why you broke up in the first place.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. If there's still love and respect in the relationship and everything was amicable, then I think that, you know, you should give the person time to get their stuff together.
Yeah.
About a month or two.
You said a month?
About a month or two, and then you got to go, because it's a wrap.
This is my thing too. This is because, you know, it gets into the power struggle thing, and I wonder, was it the friend, or, you know, were we talking about you? But okay, so this is my question though. I mean, let's be real, because I have a friend, and I know we all have a friend, okay? So, but the bottom line here is, when you start talking about kicking out, to me, that's like this inequity of power. That's like, this is my place, and you got to go. So, but if you were grown people going into a relationship, you have to be grown people exiting the relationship. So let's not talk about kick out. Let's talk about, where do we go from here as two grown people? Let's sit down, let's put a time frame on it. Let's say realistically, we are agreeing that one of us has to go. If it's going to be you, how much time do you need, and what are you going to put in place so that you meet that day? And then be firm by it. And if something changes and they have to come back and say, well, listen, we agreed on 30 days or 60 days, but that's not going to work, then come back to the table and be willing to talk about it. But just don't be in a volatile situation.
I just want to say really quick that I'm going to hire both of you as my new therapist. That's all I want to say. Miles.
Only a few clients.
Yes.
We'll talk about it.
Okay?
We'll talk about it.
And I'll add this, because I do want to say that's really hard. And when I thought more about it, I was sitting thinking about, when you were talking about it, how personal that can be. And sometimes you just can't have that conversation because the emotions are too raw. And I've even had, and sometimes they need to get the heck out. But how do you get them out? Because when you get over there, they're pulling back on your emotional strings and all that. And so sometimes you need to get a third party involved and get somebody to pack their stuff up and move it out if you need to.
Well, see, and
the homies.
This is but see, it could get volatile too if the homies come, because the homies always got feelings about how things went down. Okay, so but this is what I tell couples, because, you know, I work with a lot of divorcing couples. I work with couples who are not really in a good place. And so what I will tell them is that what you have to do is you have to set ground rules before you even have the conversation. And you both have to be committed to being the hero in the relationship, because one of you, it's going to fall off the track. One of you is going to want to start bringing up how you broke up, why you broke up. But if you agree, hey, listen, these are the ground rules. The only thing that we're talking about in this conversation is how much time we need, what the plan is going to be. And when the other person starts trying to go tit for tat, you have to be the grown up and go, okay, I'm not going to touch that. I realize you're upset, but we're only talking about these two things that we agreed to, and that's all that's happening in this meeting. Then you go for a walk, you cool off, you get fresh air.
And bottom line, moving out and moving on is messy.
It is, and it hurts.